about to leave. Already packing, come with me. I'm not.
Hello friends and enemies, welcome back to Happy for Now. I'm here with a fun video, I guess. I'm gonna share my shame, and it's my unread books. So I have my shelf behind me, which does mostly house books I have read or acquired on trips / like at book events. But I wanted to talk about this. So I try to be a pretty conscious consumer of what I buy physically. Maybe not as much so what I buy digitally. I'm pulling up my Kindle app for y'all right now to show you the number. I will put it on the screen over here. So here is my library. I have 1,083 unread books on my Kindle. Now I haven't actually gone through and like reorganized my Kindle in the last like maybe month and a half. I try to do it as I read, but you'll see that if I sort by, hold on. Where is it? There it is. If I sort by collection, you'll see I have approximately 155 books right now that aren't sorted. So I have to do that at some point, but anyways, beyond the point. I need to go through and update this some, but I still have over 1,000 unread Kindle books. And part of this, I'm not going to deny, is the fact that I've had a Kindle since 2009, and I have since marked a lot of the books I got for free back in the day. I used to be on the Kindle boards and I would get free book alerts all the time and pick up all kinds of things. I was really exploring a lot of genres and figuring out what I liked in books as an adult, because I had mostly read a lot of YA and middle grade to that point and wasn't sure what I liked. Even to this day sometimes I think, I don't know, I'll try it. I'm definitely a romance reader at heart, and predominantly a romance reader, but I do enjoy exploring and dipping my toes in other genres. Anyways, yeah, so I try to be very conscious of what I buy. I will say too, also a lot of my books are from my library, which those don't stay on the Kindle to show as read, I believe. I'll have to double check, but I don't think they do. So a lot of them are also books I've gotten really cheap, so whether that's a 99-cent sale or a $3.99 sale, I definitely pick up a lot of books. And we're not even talking about my audiobook library that is unread, which I could do a whole video on. You can let me know if you want a video on that. I have a lot. My reader shame is that I have more books than I'll ever read in my life, but I'm okay with that. I personally, as a person, like having lots of options. You know, it's just like the settings on your Kindle. How big do you like your font? I like bigger fonts because I like to turn the page more, and then I read faster. Now that's weird to some people, but for me, it works. It works with my brain. May not work for your brain. So yeah, I want to take you through all of this collection of books and let you know what I haven't read yet. Or what I haven't read yet, not what I have read. And we'll count it as we go. I'll do a little counter thingamabobber in the corner for us. And we'll see how this goes. I'm a little nervous. Alright, so while we do this, like, this is a collection of books over the last 4+ years and then some. So this isn't like books I just went out and bought in the last day, in the last 2 days, in the last year. This is like an accumulation over time, right? So yeah, I've got a lot on here I haven't read, and let's go through it. Vicious by V.E. Schwab. Vengeful by V.E. Schwab. The Scandal of It All by Sophie Jordan. A Little Princess by Frances Hodgson Burnett. The Wizard of Oz by L. Frank Baum. The Right Swipe by Alicia Rye. Illuminae by Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. Emma by Jane Austen. A Crown of Wishes by Roshani Chokshi. Amal Unbound by Aisha Saeed. Wonder Woman by Leigh Bardugo. A Muse of Nightmares by Lady Taylor, because I want to reread the first one before I read the finale. A Touch of Stone and Snow by Milla Vane. From a Certain Point of View, The Empire Strikes Back. From a Certain Point of View, Star Wars celebrating 40 years. One Sweet Sin by Linda Shaw. Flynn by Linda Turner. This Savage Song by Victoria Schwab. Duchess by Design by Maya Rodale. Joanna Lindsay's Keeper of the Heart. Here is the step back. Sahara Splendor by Charlotte Hubbard. Secrets of a Highwayman by Sarah Mackenzie. I love this dude just in the sky. Patience and Sarah by Isabel Miller. Anthony Bourdain's A Cook's Tour. Persuasion by Jane Austen. I actually have this full set, but I'm not going to show you Emma twice. Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Heidi by Joanna Spiery. His Forbidden Kiss by Jessica Lemon. Hired by Zoe Castile. The Trouble with Hating You by Sanji Patel. Paper Towns by John Green, Deal with the Devil by Kit Rocha, Gifting Me to His Best Friend by Katie Robert, Puppy Christmas by Lucy Gilmore, Top Elf by Caleb Zane Hewitt, The Duke Who Didn't by Courtney Milan, The Duke Effect by Sophie Jordan, The Near Witch by V.E. Schwab, I Want to Be Where the Normal People Are by Rachel Bloom, Upstairs Downstairs Temptation by Janice Maynard, Hot Nashville Nights by Sherry Whitefeather, Claimed by Steele by Brenda Jackson, Seven Sins Forbidden Lust by Karen Booth, Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen, Wild in Love by Eloisa James. Oh, hold on. Here's that step back. Yay, I love it. Unmasked by the Marquess by Kat Sebastian, Splendid by Julia Quinn, The Stranger Beside Me by Anne Rule, Love in Catalina Cove by Brenda Jackson, The Sea Witch by Katie Robert, which I'm literally about to read like in the next 2 weeks. Canine Unit Deadly Secrets with books by Laura Scott and Lenora Worth. It's Blind Trust and Deep Undercover. Two Dark Reigns by Kendara Blake. Five Dark Fates by Kendara Blake. I'd Rather Be Reading by Anne Bogle. That is very shiny, so I can't get it to show up good, but there you go. It's a really cute cover. I Believe in a Thing Called Love by Maureen Gu. Reckless by Selena Montgomery, aka Stacey Abrams. Katie Ruggles In Her Sight. Janine Frost, Shades of Wicked. Stacey Hart's Bad Penny. Circe by Madeline Miller. A Wrinkle in Time, the graphic novel by Madeline Lingle, illustrated by Hope Larson. Dreadful Young Ladies and Other Stories by Kelly Barnhill. Would I Lie to the Duke by Eva Lee. Joanna Lindsay's Warrior's Woman. Josie Litton, Dream Island. A Rogue's Deception by Valerie King. Mansfield Park by Jane Austen. Grip by Kennedy Ryan. Renegades by Marissa Meyer. The Warrior's Touch by Michelle Willingham. Roxanne St. Clair's First You Run. The True Queen by Zen Cho. Phoenix Unbound by Grace Draven. Christmas Eve Kittens by Kathleen Clare, Wilma Counts, and Debbie Raleigh. Devil's Daughter by Lisa Kleypas. Here is that step back. It gives me like full-on Belle vibes and I love it. Love with the Proper Husband by Victoria Alexander, and then here's our step back, which I really like. A Gentleman Never Keeps Score by Kat Sebastian. Joanna Lindsay's Until Forever. Again, another classic. A Beautifully Foolish Endeavor by Hank Green. The Boyfriend Project by Farah Rashan. Splendor by Brenda Joyce. The Girl Who Circumnavigated Fairyland by Catherine Valente. The Ninefold Key by Rebecca Brandywine. Heart of the Flame by Tina St. John. Oh god, that's a beefy boy. Okay. Acheron by Sherilyn Kenyon. North Anger Abbey by Jane Austen. Not the Girl You Marry by Andy J. Christopher. Promise Me Tomorrow by Candace Camp. And it does indeed have a step back. Maisie Yates, Smooth Talking Cowboy. A Gift of Love with Jude Devereaux, Kimberly Cates, Andrea Kane, Judith O'Brien, and Judith McNaught. Kiss of Crimson by Laura Adrian. Valerie Sherwood, To Love a Rogue. Here is the step back. Stephanie Lauren's To Distraction, a Bastion Club novel. Here is our step back, and it's actually just like a fake window. Joan Wolfe, The Deception. Misadventures of a City Girl by Meredith Wild and Shel Bliss. Joanna Lindsay's Heart of a Warrior. Another delightful Joanna Lindsay step back. I love her step backs. Jennifer McQuiston's Diary of an Accidental Wallflower. Marjorie M. Liu, Within the Flames. Whoop. Step back on a Paranormal. Coming Up Roses by Stacey Hart. Good Luck Charm by Helena Hunting. Stranger in My Arms, Lisa Kleypas. Scandalous Engagement by Jules Bennett. Jewel by Beverly Jenkins. From Boardroom to Bedroom by Jules Bennett. From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I'm literally reading it right now, so it's not going to be on this list for long. Abel by Katie Robert. Wicked Villain Shorts by Katie Robert. No Good Duke Goes Unpunished by Sarah McLean. Love and Friendship and Other Youthful Writings by Jane Austen. I will probably never read this. An Abundance of Catherines by John Green. Star Wars by Ian Dosher, William Shakespeare edition situation. Language of Thorns by Leigh Bardugo. I've read a couple of these, not all of them. He's Come Undone by Emma Barry, Olivia Dade, Adriana Herrera, Ruby Lang, and Kat Sebastian. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. So Angus is crying right now. If you hear a noise in the background, that's him. But here is A Dangerous Man by Rosemary Rogers. And let's look at that step back. One, it's got horsies. But There is also, one of my favorite features of old step backs is weird as animals looking on to the couple like, what are y'all doing? You know, she looks a little too close to the fire to me, but you know, to each their own. Celeste Bradley's Devil in My Bed. A Wallflower Christmas by Lisa Kleypas. Leopard Run by Kristen Feehan. Home for the Holidays by Joanna Lindsay. Gentle Warrior by Catherine Hockett. This is a Viking romance. I'm very excited to give it a try. The Girl from Montana by Grace Livingston Hill. So Speaks the Heart by Joanna Lindsay. 11 Scandals to Start to Win a Duke's Heart by Sarah McLean. Twilight's Key by Catherine Robb. Slightly Tempted by Mary Below, and I realize this cover is so sparkly you probably can't really see it, so there you go. The Black Lion by Jude Devereux. Smitten by the Brit by Melanie Johnson. Getting Hot with the Scot by Melanie Johnson. Kristen Hanna, When Lightning Strikes. Shanna by Kathleen E. Woodiwiss. Ashes in the Wind by Kathleen E. Woodiwiss. I know that this is probably going to have some problematic content. Whitney, My Love by Judith Midnott. Witchling by Yasmin Gallorn. Good. What, I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know how to say that. Texas Angel by Carol Finch. Programmed for Popularity by Lori Lakin. Rosemary Rogers, Bound by Desire. Heiress to a Curse by Zandria Munson. Colorado Moonfire by Charlotte Hubbard. Death Calls by Cardidad Pinero. A Body to Die For by Kimberly Ray. Alright, so those are all of my unread books. I still don't know the number. I didn't count while I did it. I'm going to count while I edit. Let me know if there are any you think I should prioritize and get to sooner than later, and let me know if there are any you think I shouldn't read. In the comments, drop a book stack emoji if you made it this far, or tell me how you manage your book buying habits. I personally this year am trying my best to prioritize library picks and things I already own. So whether it's a book from my shelf I listen to an audio of, or you know, something already on my Kindle, etc. That's the goal. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I will see you in the next video. Links to everywhere you can find me on the internet in that description box. If you want to be my friend anywhere, be sure to check it out. Also, links to the Romance YouTuber Discord and the Immortals After Dark read-along Discord. I will see y'all soon. Bye.
Really asking, we'll get away to a place where we don't know.